here is danehomes.com. And we had this pop up with the mailing list. And what Mark was saying is on a retailer's website, it'll say, give us your email address and we'll give you 10% off. You really have to be clear about what your value prop is if you're going to be asking for someone's personal email address. Because if I visited this website, I want to know, what is Dane Homes providing to me of value where I just need to get these emails? Because I don't think real estate agents have the best reputation in terms of the quality of newsletters that they're sending consumers. So I think the first question is anyone filling this out? And if the answer is no, the next question is, do you want them to fill it out? Is it important to get the email address at this stage? And if it is, I think you have to offer something far more compelling than learning about new arrivals, sales, exclusive offers. I mean, this copy, it looks like it was copied and pasted from like Gap.com or a retailer. In terms of new arrivals, I'm not sure that's what speaks to a real estate consumer.
That's what I got out of it. Stay on that a minute, Andrew, because this is a good lesson here. Be the first to know about blank, 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 and blank so that you can blank. I want to really get you all in the habit of filling out the rest of the sentence, because without the so that you can blank, I'm a consumer. I don't know. What is finding out about new arrivals? How does that benefit me? What's my advantage? Like, how does that help me play the game? How does that move me through my customer journey? And so if I were looking at two agents and I was looking at this agent who offered this, and I looked at the other, and let's say, Andrew, you're an agent and you had the same thing, join my mailing list, be the first to know about new listings so that you can get an edge on, or be the first to make an offer, or be the first to get the look at, or just give me some other thing that benefits me. I'm signing up and I'm with you, not this person. So there's a missing moment here. Doug Dane has been a leading real estate agent. Friends, you need to stop using real estate terminology in your consumer messaging. No one knows what leading. This is not a contest. There is no contest. There's no race. There's no one in the lead and no one not in the lead. Nobody wakes up Sunday morning, turns over and says to their husband, we need to find the leading real estate agent today. Nobody does that about a car. We need to find the car dealership that sells the most cars. Inside real estate, we use terms which we understand when we talk to each other, but the customer doesn't know what those terms are. And I'm going to harp on the most important term in a second. But leading real estate doesn't say anything. But I would love to know what you're leading in, because that should be what you do say. I do love in the Northern Virginia area for 20 years, because you go to a lot of websites, you don't even know where they are located. I like this photo, and I actually like the fact that there's no moving video. Everybody's got this moving video. That was a trend, but that sort of trended out in web design. I think that this would be a nice, if you refresh the page, Andrew, I'd be curious if there's another. Okay, I might recommend having a gallery of 6 different photos in there. So each time I refresh it, it doesn't automatically refresh, but if I come back to it, there's another image. You've got to search. I can't keep
a little bit.
Here's a good one. Market trends in Arlington. When you gather with fellow real estate agents and conferences, what's the first question you ask each other? Oh, Andrew, you're in LA. How's the market? The customer, this is not language. No customer is sitting there going, I wonder how the market trends in Arlington are doing. But what they are wondering is what's selling in my market? What's homes going for? So I think rather than this little sort of bulleted chart that's down here, it's up here, it's down here, it's up here, which creates anxiety. I know, because Thousand Watt does a ton of consumer research, which we publish every month to our members. We know that like there are certain things that consumers react negatively to. This chart does not make sense to Mr. and Mrs. or Mr. and Mrs. or Mr. and Mr. or Mrs. and Mrs. homeowner. They don't know what this means. So so I think we need to consume industry information and then publish it back out into the world using consumer language that they understand.
Yep, well said.
Okay. All right. Here's the word I hate. I hate this word so much that I implore all of you. I'm trying to find a stronger word.
Urge.
Urge. You do not sell listings. In the same way, Home Depot does not sell SKUs. You sell houses. It's the dream of home ownership, not the dream of listing ownership. How and why the words listings ever ended up in public domain, it's a language spoken between MLS and real estate agents. Being a listing agent it doesn't communicate anything to the consumer. You sell property, you sell homes, you represent people. You represent people, not even sellers and buyers. I don't even like those words. I'm not a buyer. I'm Mark Davison with my wife, Lori Davison, and we're looking to buy a home, but we're not buyers. Funneling people into these categories creates generic tabs on websites, and it doesn't position you as somebody who loves real estate, who's passionate about real estate. This just says you're a numbers guy. You're just pop listings. So you know what? This should say homes for sale in our market. It could say beautiful homes for sale in our market. Affordable. Jimmy would be here with like all kinds of great adjectives you can put in front of it. But go there. You have permission to go as far as you can go to describe the homes for sale in your beautiful, wonderful, lovely, high-end, low-end, middle-end marketplace. Would you like to pick door number 1, door number 2, or door number 3? It's too many doors. It's once again the kitchen sink. You could do this, you could do that, you could do this, you could do that. I'd break this up. I would put all 3 of these things in a link and take people to another page where I could spend more time with this. But here we are, once again, just trying to put so much onto a home page that by the time I'm done scrolling, yeah, you know what, Doug, what you've done is you have done exactly what the SEO manager for your website vendor has told you to do. And you have made your site readable by Google, but you're not selling houses to Google. You are driving traffic to this website through your marketing. So I think I really like, it's time to abandon these SEO gurus who are really creating these obnoxious websites and create a storyline here that tells people why you're leading the market, hammer on what you get when you work with a leader. You know, what is the end result of working with somebody with your background? What do you know about this market that I would like to know and need to know? And you'd be in great shape. Okay, so that's that one.